in terms of product quality standards.
We don't just produce graduates, but groom people into employers of labor.
And it has made us understand that learning is all about three things. We learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital offers a range of specialized services equipped with the latest technology, manned by a team of trusted professionals. And now, our vision extends beyond our walls with the Baba Ahmed University in Kano following our lead. Join us at Bayes University and invest in your future today.
Bayes University is the institution where you will get the best value for money education in Nigeria.
Bayes University. Learn to live.
On Global Television News Express, Global Television debuts on DSTV Channel 365. Platform promises broadcast excellence. President Tinubu appoints Didi Walsin-Jack as the new head of service. Stakeholders protest as Education Minister pegs 2024 admission age at 18. On the foreign scene, India passenger train derails, overturning carriages. Biden under new pressure from top Democrats as COVID halts campaign. And in sports, Villa give Iheanacho transfer green light. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Uyi Agumofwebe. We would like to remind you that Global TV is now on DSTV Channel 365. Global Television has gone live on DSTV Channel 365, a milestone seen by both industry experts and the general public as a game changer in television broadcasting. Sharon Ajay has details.
Global Morning, the media outfit's news and current affairs breakfast program, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Media Outfits, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, said against all odds, the dream of achieving DSTV channel allocation has finally become a reality. He appreciated management and members of staff for their dedication and resilience.
So far, I just achieved 30%.
So we have a longer way to go.
I just achieved 30% by being on DSTV. I want us to go further than that. I want our studio to change. I want our professional people to be trained. I have a lot of dreams to achieve in the next 1 or 2 years to come.
Right.
He, however, pledged Global Television's unrelenting commitment to excellence in broadcasting.
Also to thank my entire staff. You have done a very good job. It has not been day and night. We have been battling, making sure that we achieve this goal. The commitment of my entire management staff, the entire staff from the cameraman to the technical people at Global Television has not been easy. It has been a taxful job. Your commitment, your zeal, your day and night activities. I really appreciate you people for reaching this point of success at the Global Television.
Sharon Ajay reporting for Global Television.
Thank you, Sharon. Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Zephaniah Chisalo, has stated that the Supreme Court's ruling on local government's autonomy will significantly enhance the socio-economic development of the nation by empowering the grassroots. Speaking in Abuja at the annual retreat on performance management system organized by the ministry, Chisalo emphasized the positive impacts of the ruling. The 7-justice panel of the Apex Court, in a judgment delivered by Justice Emmanuel Agim, declared that the 774 local government councils in the country should independently manage their funds. President Bola Tinubu in Abuja has asked the African leaders in the solid mineral sector to be patriotic in the management of the natural wealth of the continent and combat illegal exploitation. Speaking when he received a delegation of African ministers of solid minerals under the auspices of African Mineral Strategy Group, led by the chairman Delia Lake at the State House, the president urged the ministers to defend Africa against illegal exploiters of the continent's mineral resources. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Didi Esther Walsin-Jack as the head of civil service of the Federation with effect from August 14, 2024. According to a statement by presidential spokesman Ajuri Ngalale, Walsin Jack was appointed as Federal Permanent Secretary in 2017 and had served in several ministries. The new appointee will take over from the incumbent head of the service of the Federation, Folashade Yemi Eson, who is due to retire on August 13, 2024. Stakeholders currently participating at the 2024 Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAMB policy meeting were shocked when the Minister of Education, Professor Mamman Tahir, announced that candidates seeking admission into higher institutions must be 18 and above. Tahir insisted that it is already a policy which the government has keyed into because as it is expectation that candidates are much more mature at 18 years old. Meanwhile, Minister of Education Professor Tahir Mamman says a new curriculum would be introduced for secondary schools nationwide by September 2024. He made this known at the ongoing 2024 Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAMB policy meeting in Abuja. Mamman stated that work is being done to ensure that a new curriculum is introduced for secondary schools by September. Federal Capital Territory Police Command has blocked protesting members of the Academic Staff Union of Educational and Association Institutions and the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities from embarking on a protest to demand payment of their withheld salaries. Armed police personnel who were deployed with armored vehicles and patrol vans barricaded the entrance at the popular Unity Fountain in Maitama district of Abuja, the meeting point of the union members. Niger State's Governor Mohammed Bago has assured Nigerians that Niger youths will not be part of the planned nationwide strike set for August 1st to 10th, 2024. A widely publicized youth protest has been planned to drive home the current hunger and economic hardship facing the country. Governor Bago made this known during a town hall meeting in Minna, the state capital, where he averred that the youths in the state were peaceful and would not be drawn into any national protests. Nigeria's leading opposition party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP), says it has noted the unprecedented hardship and impoverishment of majority of Nigerians, which they said resulted from the mismanagement of the nation's economy by the All Progressives Congress APC-led federal government. The People's Democratic Party Governors Forum, arising from its two-day meeting in Enugu, also raised concern that the minimum wage negotiations are becoming unduly protracted, appealing for restraint in the discussions between organized labor and government. A veteran journalist and the first chairman of Labour Party, Lawson Osagi, has thrown his weight behind the Nigeria Labour Congress on their stance against the alleged move by the National Assembly Joint Committee to decentralize ongoing national minimum wage dialogue to states. Osagi reiterated his thoughts on the possible strike action called by Comrade Joe Ajaero, president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, stating that it is self-serving on the part of government to consider moving workers' wages to the concurrent lists. Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, has raised concerns over a significant increase in other endemic diseases such as Lassa fever, meningitis, and yellow fever. Director General of the Center, Dr. Jide Idris, made this known while briefing journalists on the situation of the recent outbreak of cholera in Abuja. Queen Agaba has details.
Following the rainy season, no fewer than 103 persons have died as a result of the current cholera outbreak, which has so far recorded 3,623 suspected cases in 187 local government areas across 34 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Director General of the NCDC, Dr. Jide Idris, while updating newsmen on the cholera outbreak situation, prevention and response efforts at the national and subnational levels, raised concerns over underreporting of the situation due to inadequate resources to support surveillance and disease detection activities at the subnational level.
Although almost all the states in Nigeria have reported cases of cholera now, there appears to be an underreporting of the situation, as required data from the states are not coming real time as expected. given the trend in previous years. This is largely due to inadequate resources, though that's what they say at the state level, inadequate resources to support surveillance and disease detection activities at the sub-national level.
The Director General further rules out that there was 5.6% decline in the number of cases in the reporting week 8 to 14th July compared to the preceding week, and a drop in the case fatality rate from 2.9% to 2.8%.
We also recorded a drop in case fatality rate from 2.9 to 2.8. Definitely there is a decline in case fatality rate from week 24 when we notified the public when someone has a spike to the present week. There is a slight decrease in case fatality rate.
Dr. Jide Idris, Director General NCDC. While acknowledging the tireless efforts of stakeholders, MDAs, healthcare workers, and community leaders in responding to the outbreak, the NCDC called for state government to prioritize actions that ensure access to safe water and proper hygiene practices in communities. For Global
Thank you, Queen Dagaba, for that reporting. You're watching News Express coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV, channel 365, and StarTimes, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using our Global TV NG and other handles as you now see on screen. When News Express returns, we have foreign business and sports stories for you. We'll bring you more on those after this short break. Do stay with us.
The increasing challenge of keeping track of health matters can be extremely demanding. Follow the latest health tips and trends on Health Guide on Global Television on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Health Guide on Global Television. Put your health first.
Global Television is people's television. It's for the people. They focus on the content of deliverables.
Global Television, channel 365 on your DSTV, the station to watch for your news and current affairs. Hey!
This is Global Television, channel 365 on DSTV, the station to watch for your news and current affairs.
This is Global Television, channel 365 on DSTV, a station to watch for current affairs and other societal news. Keep watching live.
Watching Global TV on DSTV channel 365, where don't touch it now, just watch.
This is Global TV. Keep watching on channel 365 on DSTV station and listening to the latest updates. Yay!
This is Global Television on DSTV, channel 365. Keep watching. Yay!
This is Global Television bringing you a live broadcast of News Express with Uyi Agmofwebe. Thank you so very much for your time with us. On the foreign scene, President Joe Biden now faces new questions over his candidacy in the November election, with his campaign events currently on pause due to a COVID-19 infection. The top two Democrats in the U.S. Congress, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, are both reported to have met with him individually to express concerns over his bid for the White House. No fewer than 16 persons have been killed in a fire outbreak at a shopping mall in the southwestern Chinese city of Xinjiang. Firefighters and rescuers responded to a fire call shortly after 6 p.m. at the 14-story commercial building and pulled 75 people to safety. A passenger train derailed in India's northern state of Uttar Pradesh, and medics were dispatched to the site, as according to a local medical officer, with footage of the accident showing several overturned carriages. The Shandyang-Dibogara Express derailed in Gonda district near the Hindu holy city of Ayodhya at around 2:30 p.m. local time. Chief Medical Superintendent of Gonda District Hospital, Anil Kumar Tawari, said a team of medics had been rushed to the accident site. 7 people have died, including 3 young children and a teenager, in a fire that broke out in the early hours of today in the southern city of Nice in France. The local prosecutor and officials were investigating the blaze as a potential arson attack. The mayor of Nice said they have damaged it, and images that clearly showed that the fire had been caused by petrol poured into a stairwell by hooded people during the night. Flames engulfed the upper floors of an apartment block in the Molins area of Nice, close to the city's airport. And still in Europe, Milan court has ordered a journalist to pay Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni damages of €5,000 for making fun of her in a social media post. The journalist, Giulia Cortesi, was also given a suspended fine of €1,200 for a jibe on X in October 2021 about Meloni's height that was defined as body shaming. In business, the management of Dangote Industries Limited has insisted that the international oil company's IOCs are still frustrating crude supply to a 650,000 capacity refinery. The management said this even as it commended the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission for its various interventions in the oil company's crude supply requests from IOCs and for polishing the domestic crude supply obligation guidelines to ensure transparency in the oil industry. In a statement, the Dangote Group alleged that the IOCs insisted on selling crude oil to its refinery through their foreign agents, saying the local price of crude would continue to increase because the trading arms offer cargoes at $2 to $4 per barrel above NUPRC official price. Major Engines Marketers Association of Nigeria says the landing cost of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, was 1,117 naira a litre as of July 16, 2024. The association stated that the landing cost of diesel was also 1,157 naira per litre, while that of aviation fuel was 1,127 naira per litre. The federal government has stated that it will ensure that Nigerian businesses maximize the benefits of the African Continental Free Trade Area. President Bola Tinubu had disclosed this while speaking at the launching ceremony of the Guided Trade Initiative under the African Continental Free Trade Area in Lagos. According to the president, who was represented at the event by Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, African Continental Free Trade Area has a potential to transform the continent's economic landscape. And in sports, Aston Villa have been given the green light to pursue Nigeria international Kelechi Iheanacho as injury experts. Dr. Raphael Berg allays concerns the Premier League side had over the striker's finesse. Bra, a doctor in physical therapy and sports scientist, told Villa News that Iheanacho's injury history should not raise any red flags for potential suitors despite his limited playing time recently. The House of Representatives has announced the donation of 100 million naira to Nigeria's 2024 Olympics and Paralympics contingent to the forthcoming games built for Paris, France. The Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, who presided over plenary in the absence of the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas, disclosed this when the House hosted the Minister of Sports Development, John Eno, who was in the Green Chamber to unveil Team Nigeria's Olympics and Paralympics kits. As we end News Express on Global Television, here's a quick look at some of our major headlines. Global Television has launched on DSTV Channel 365 with a promise to drive broadcast excellence. President Bola Tinubu has appointed Didi Walsim Jack as new head of service. Stakeholders have protested as federal government pegs to 2024 admission age at 18. On the foreign scene, India passenger trail has derailed and overturned carriages. United States President Joe Biden is now under new pressure from top Democrats as COVID halts campaign. And in sports, we told you Villa have given Iheanacho transfer green light. And that's it on News Express, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Remember, we're on DSTV, channel 365, and StarTimes, channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using that Global TVNG and other handles as you now see on your screen. I'm Uyag Mofwebe saying a very big thank you to you for watching. Up next at the top of the hour is The Desk with Anthony Momodu.